You mentioned a little bit about how you just put 40 grand into your self-directed a Roth IRA, right?
Yes,
Uh,
absolutely a Roth.
yeah,
Good call.
and
I'm glad you said that.
yeah, Roth. I'm sure of that. Because when you have that kind of profit, you want it to go into your Roth for sure,
Yes,
where it becomes
yes.
tax free for you when you pull that out. And I think that's going to be a huge opportunity for people that, especially if you have a job right now, or you don't need the money now, or you're doing other types of investing. You can leave your some investing outside of your IRA that helps you live, that or creates the lifestyle that you want to live before you retire. But when you can put extra money into that Roth IRA, where you can flip your best, most profitable deals in there, that
And
is
and
huge, huge.
and if your Roth is seasoned for 5 years
Yeah.
and you're of age, you could actually be running those deals through your IRA, have your
Oh yeah,
Roth,
all of
self-directed
them.
IRA, do the deal, make $15,000 because you flipped a note inside your IRA to somebody else, and the next day pull the 15,000 out, go spend it tax free.
Wow. Well, we have some people watching this, I'm sure, that are over 59 and a half and that have had the Roth IRA set up. I'm getting closer than I'd like to admit. Oh,
I hear you.
oh. And
So
I'll tell you what, and I wish I had put more things through my Roth IRA over the years instead of paying Uncle Sam these taxes. And now especially because we are hearing that the tax rate could go up significantly, right? So these
mhm,
are some more important things of why you really want to protect as much of your assets tax free as you can through protecting it in your Roth IRA and taking
absolutely.
only what you really need to live on outside of that IRA.
And with the notes, it's very easy to do that.
That's
It's
awesome.
much easier than if you're putting properties in your IRA. Plus, they're much easier to manage. I mean,
Yeah,
you just don't have all the expenses that you have with the property,
yeah.
and you don't have to worry as much about, are you working on the property? Oh no, I've got to hire somebody to do that, because you don't do that kind of stuff with a note. So it's
Yeah.
much easier.
Yeah, so with the note, it's kind of like having a property manager with your tenants. You just get your check every month.
Well, you can even just use a servicer.
Oh,
So a lot of people are using servicers. It's become much more common nowadays
oh. Well,
to
wouldn't they just
hold.
send it to you directly, or you like a third party?
It's better to have a third party. I
Got it.
used to have them send the money to me, and then I would send it on to my IRA. But it's much better
Oh, got it.
to just have them send it directly to the IRA, or send them to the servicer who
Got
sends
it.
it to the IRA.
So third
But
servicer just cashes the check, makes sure it clears, and then moves it to where it's supposed to go, and kind of
exactly.
charges like what do they charge a month per person? 20, 30
Usually like
bucks?
18 to twenty
Oh,
dollars in that neighborhood. So it's really well worth it. Plus, you don't have to fool with the 1098s at the end of the year. They do
they
that
do
for you.
that for you? Oh, and then can they give you a payoff
Yes,
at any time?
yes. They handle all of that.
Woo!
And also, if they are escrowing for taxes and insurance, you never ever want to hold a note where there's an escrow involved.
Yeah.
Absolutely do not do that. You just have a servicer hold that note. It's like $100 setup fee and the 18 to $20 a month. It's well worth it. They handle all the
Yeah.
payments. It's definitely worth the money on that.
Yeah, especially in escrow because I mean, if you don't do that exactly right, you can be in trouble, right? You have certain
Exactly.
rules about how much you can keep and how much you can't keep, and how you
Yes.
track
Yes.
it, and it's much better. That's a great idea. That's a really
Yes.
great idea.